Me or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Welcome to the battlefield that is Colorado football's training camp. Players and coaches are gearing up to finalize the wide receiver depth chart. This isn't just a camp, it's a proving ground where dreams are made or shattered. Stay tuned as we dive into the drama, the suspense, and the intensity of the wide receiver position battles that will define the upcoming season. And don't miss our wide receiver battle predictions and depth chart at the end of the video.
This is Plumber Football, because there is only one way to succeed at anything, and that is to give it everything.
In the smoldering heat of August is where the real battles begin. Under the relentless drive to prevail, wide receivers push themselves to the limit, each one vying for a coveted spot on the field. The intensity is palpable, with small skirmishes breaking out as tempers flare as the fight for positions heat up. For those who survived our grueling winter conditioning, be warned, fall camp is an entirely different beast. Imagine 21 days straight, packed with 3 intense practice sessions. In between these rigorous drills, wide receivers also commit to moderate strength training, ensuring they're in peak physical condition. The day stretches from the first light of morning to the fading glow of the afternoon, testing even the most dedicated athletes. As fresh faces arrive, mostly new freshmen with a few early birds from the winter, the reality of fall camp hits hard.
Jump around! What y'all wanna do? What y'all wanna do? Let's ride. Break it down in this group.
Players are cut off from the outside world, their focus narrowed to the game, the team, and the challenge ahead. It's no wonder some question their love for football, and a few even flee, abandoning scholarships in the dead of night. Like a boxer getting ready for a fight, players shed an average of 15 pounds before the season's first big game. The battle is fierce, but for those who endure, the reward is a confidence to win against every opponent. Coach Prime and the recruiting staff have assembled a formidable lineup of wide receivers, mounting to one of the best receiver corps in the country. This sets the stage for some of the most intense position battles we've ever seen in the Rocky Mountains. With a splurge of talent and national acclaim, the stage is set for an intense competition that promises to elevate Colorado to new heights. Ranked among the top wide receiver group rankings, Colorado receivers are blessed to play alongside one of the nation's premier quarterbacks, Shedeur Sanders. With an arsenal of weapons at his disposal, Sanders is poised to lead the Buffaloes on a quest for the Big 12 title. Iron sharpens iron, and this group of receivers is no exception. Colorado's wideouts will be honing their skills and pushing each other to the limit in a battle for supremacy. The Buffaloes use a spread offense with 4 different receiver roles: the F, the X, the Y, and Z. 10 skilled combatants will vie for these coveted positions. Returning to the fray are 4 standout receivers: Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn, Amarian Miller, and Caleb Mathis. Adding to the mix, Colorado has bolstered its roster through the transfer portal with the likes of Will Shepard, Lejante Wester, Terrell Timmons Jr., and Cordell Russell. From the high school ranks, 2 top 100 athletes, Draylon Miller and Cam Michael, will manage just fine within a receiver room full of dogs, with 72% of Colorado's production returning. The Buffaloes registered at number 15 in Bill Connolly's FBS returning production rankings. As these players clash in practice, the question remains, who will emerge as the top targets for Shedeur Sanders? In just a short time, Coach Prime has transformed Boulder into a hotbed of talent, and nowhere is that more evident than in Colorado's wide receiver room. Boasting a lineup that includes 1 5-star recruit, 6 4-stars, and 3 3-stars, the Buffaloes receiver corps is poised for validation. Transfer Lejante Wester, an impact player, had an extraordinary 2023 season with 108 catches, ranking 2nd in the nation. Jimmy Horn returns as Shedeur Sanders' favorite target, having been on the receiving end of 82 targets last season. Meanwhile, Draylon Miller led the way among the standout freshmen, with an impressive high school showing of 52 receptions for 1,010 yards and 11 touchdowns. With this blend of seasoned players and rising stars, the battle for the top spots in the wide receiver lineup has increased competition and as a result player development. Our first wide receiver battle is the X position. The X receiver position is a pivotal role in any football offense. Characterized by lining up on the line of scrimmage, the X receiver is included among the 7 men required on the line. Typically, this position is reserved for the team's number 1 receiver, the top dog. X receivers are known for being big, strong athletes with the ability to take the top off a defense. Playing on the line of scrimmage, they must excel at getting off the line in press coverage, using a variety of releases to shake off defenders. Who will be Colorado's starting X receiver? This X position battle pits Amarian Miller versus Villanova transfer Will Sheppard versus Cordell Russell. It's hard to believe that Amarian Miller is only a sophomore, but fortunately for Buffs fans, he is. With 3 more seasons to play, Miller's dedication and talent have already made him a fan favorite. Last year, he burst onto the scene against USC, showcasing his readiness for the spotlight with magnificent plays that turned heads. Standing at 6'2" and weighing 195 pounds, Miller is a visually stunning athlete, but more importantly, having worked together for 2 seasons with Shedeur Sanders, Miller is ready to launch into the atmosphere. Known for his exceptional ability to catch low balls and his skill in tracking and high-pointing throws, Amarian Miller dominates in contested situations. Intercepting Amarian Miller on his path to glory is Will Sheppard, a proven warrior with a track record of success in the toughest battles. With the departure of Xavier Weaver, Sheppard arrives in Colorado with cool confidence, ready to fill the void at the X receiver position. Last season, Sheppard racked up 8 touchdowns, posing a significant threat in the red zone. Standing at 6'3" and 200 pounds, his impressive frame and catch radius make life easier for any quarterback. Known for his ability to make explosive plays, Sheppard has already demonstrated his talent in the competitive SEC. Boasting a 6'8" high jump, it's no surprise Sheppard hauled in 8 touchdowns last season. Cordell Russell is ready to battle for his spot at Colorado, having showcased his versatility in high school by lining up in the X, Y, and Z positions before committing to TCU.
My hands like glue. Too sticky. Not for real.
Although limited to just 3 games last year, Russell earned playing time as a true freshman with the national championship runner-up. Standing at an impressive 6'4" and 210 pounds, Russell is the prototype of an NFL wide receiver. Along with Draylon Miller and Cam Michael, he represents the future of Colorado's receiver corps. Not just a receiver, Russell is a complete football player, having taken snaps at defensive end in high school, proving he doesn't shy away from physical play. A multi-talented athlete, Russell excelled in basketball, long jump, and sprints in track and field. The Buffaloes have acquired a receiver who uses his body well to shield off defenders, and Colorado will be the perfect environment for him to refine his skills. Who will be Colorado's starting X receiver? Experience overcomes youth in this battle. Will Sheppard is Colorado's X receiver. Our second wide receiver battle is the Y position. The Y receiver, often known as the slot receiver, brings a unique dynamic to the field. Lining up behind the line of scrimmage and inside another receiver, the Y receiver is a challenge to try and jam who benefits from additional space to operate. Known for their exceptional route running skills, these receivers navigate the field with precision and finesse. Y receivers excel in making contested catches over the middle, showcasing their athleticism and strength. Their short area quickness, rather than outright speed, defines their game, allowing them to create separation and exploit defenses. Who will be Colorado's starting Y receiver? This Y position battle pits veteran receiver Jimmy Horn versus blue-chip recruit Draylon Miller. Like Xavier Weaver before him, the move from South Florida to Colorado has paid dividends for speedster Jimmy Horn. Not only has he captured the attention of the media, becoming a household name in college football, but he has also increased his exposure to the NFL. With Dylan Edwards off to Kansas State, Horn might be the fastest player on the team. However, freshman receiver Cam Michael could challenge him for the title of Colorado's Speed King. Will we ever see a race between these two blazing talents? And who would win? Comment below. Horn played a crucial role in several of Colorado's wins last year, recording a team-high 6 touchdowns. Leading quietly by example, he has emerged as one of the leaders of the Colorado football team. This leads us to discussion about freshman Draylon Miller, perhaps the most talented of the bunch new high school talent brought into Boulder. Miller walks into a crowded receiver room, but on the upside he will have the mentorship on veteran receivers who have learned to perform under pressure. The 85th national ranked player is a strong athlete who will line up in the slot where he can utilize his route running skills and access to use his size to chip in on Colorado run plays. At 5'11", 205 pounds, Miller is built like a running back, but he'll be catching more game-winning passes than rushing touchdowns while in Colorado. Much has been written about Coach Prime's focus primarily on the transfer portal rather than traditional high school recruiting. But it's clear that when Coach Prime does look to the high school ranks, he's handpicking recruits of the highest quality. Who will be Colorado's starting wide receiver? Amarian Miller will get his share of snaps, but for now it's about Jimmy Horn and his final assault before turning pro. Jimmy Horn is Colorado's wide receiver. Our third wide receiver battle is for the flanker position. The flanker receiver, also known as the Z, brings versatility and speed to the offense. When there's no tight end, the flanker lines up on the line of scrimmage, but typically starts from behind the line, offering flexibility in positioning. Lining up on the outside, like the X-receiver, the flanker receiver thrives on deep routes, making it an ideal spot for speedy players. Additionally, their ability to go in motion allows for a variety of inside breaking routes, demanding Y-type quickness and superior route running ability. This makes the flanker a complete receiver, blending the skills of both X and Y positions. Who will be Colorado's flanker receiver? This flanker position battle pits Florida Atlantic transfer Lejante Wester versus Caleb Mathis versus true freshman Cameron Michael. Caleb Mathis might be the most underrated wide receiver on the Colorado Buffaloes team. Last year, as a true freshman, he made 6 catches for 38 yards amidst a talented receiver group, showcasing his potential. From afar, Mathis appears to be well liked by his teammates, a compliment to his likability and good humor. Known for his precise route running and sure hands, Mathis has the skills to excel. If he can shave 1/10 of a second off his 40 time over the next couple of years, he could position himself for a good NFL look. As the battle for the coveted flanker position heats up, all eyes are on the new contender, Lejante Wester. This seasoned veteran, who made a bold move from FAU to Colorado to elevate his draft prospects, is ready to make his mark. Under the expert guidance of offensive coordinator Charlie Fry last season, Wester soared to new heights, ranking as the second-best receiver in the nation with an astounding 108 receptions and 1,198 yards. His journey from 0 stars to potential NFL star is nothing short of inspiring. With exceptional hands, precise route running, and unmatched agility, Wester is set to bring a dynamic edge to the Buffaloes. In the fierce competition for a wide receiver spot, Cameron Michael stands out as a formidable contender. This consensus 4-star athlete from Statesboro High School in Georgia has showcased his exceptional talent and versatility across various positions on the field. As a quarterback, Michael was an electrifying runner, demonstrating a keen understanding of running lanes with the ball in his hands. But it's not just his football prowess that makes Michael a threat. His legitimate track speed is truly remarkable, clocking 10.5 seconds in the 100 meters and 21.69 seconds in the 200 meters. With the departure of Dylan Edwards to the transfer portal, Michael's speed is exactly what the team needed. Dangerous and dynamic, Michael is a player that offensive coordinator Pat Shurmur must find a way to utilize. Who will be Colorado's flanker receiver? LaJonte's inspiring rise from no stars to NFL stardom stays on course. Wester is Colorado's flanker receiver. Our last wide receiver battle is for the Z position. Z receivers share the same roles and characteristics as the flanker position. Who will be Colorado's starting Z receiver? This Z position battle pits Travis Hunter versus NC State transfer Terrell Timmons Jr. Travis Hunter is poised to redefine what it means to be a dual-threat athlete as he battles for his wide receiver spot. Despite playing full-time cornerback and missing 2 games due to injury, Hunter still managed to catch 57 balls for 721 yards last season. With a bolstered offensive line, eclipsing the 1,000-yard mark is within reach, a milestone that will shine brightly for both him and quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Hunter's electrifying performance has already piqued the interest of NFL scouts eager to secure his talents as a wide receiver. If he continues to excel on both sides of the field and carries this prowess into the NFL, his legacy could achieve mythical proportions, rivaling even the legendary Jim Thorpe. Coach Prime's unprecedented decision to allow Hunter to play full-time on both offense and defense only adds to the anticipation. Maintaining his health is a top priority this season, as his elite ball skills and ability to elevate over defenders could lead to a truly legendary status. Terrell Timmons Jr., a gifted wide receiver, made his mark early by earning playing time as a true freshman at NC State. In his sophomore year, he flashed his explosive potential but managed just 11 catches for 179 yards. Now, Timmons Jr. arrives in Colorado with a burning desire to showcase his true capabilities and prove he can be a consistent playmaker. Known for his knack for making spectacular plays, Timmons Jr. has the potential to quickly become a fan favorite. Will this be the season he breaks out and delivers on his promise, cementing his place on the field and in the hearts of fans? Who will be Colorado's starting Z receiver? To Terrell Timmons Jr., but this one is easy. The most versatile player in college football doesn't come off the field. After careful consideration, our final mock wide receiver depth chart is set. Leading the charge at the X position is Will Sheppard, while Jimmy Horn Jr. claims the Y position. The dynamic Travis Hunter starts at the Z position, while LaJonte Wester will bring his skills to the flanker position. The depth doesn't stop there, however. Behind one mountain lies another mountain. The second string showcases Amarian Miller at X, Draylon Miller at Y, Terrell Timmons Jr. at Z, and Caleb Mathis as the second string flanker. Rounding out the chart, Cam Michael holds the third flanker spot. When the Colorado football training camp concludes, a then galvanized Buffaloes team will be ready to embark on a treacherous journey to seize the Big 12 title. In 2024, Colorado's wide receivers will take the field to prove they're more than just a collection of awesome talent. They're an elite receiver corps deserving of national acclaim. We appreciate you watching our video. For improved video quality and frequency, consider supporting our channel. Comment below and tell us about your favorite wide receiver and where you think they rank on the depth chart. To conclude this video, we thought it would be appropriate to hear from the Buffaloes wide receiver coach Jason Phillips himself, and he has a strong message for our audience. Until next time, give it everything.
This is Plummer Football, because there is only one way to succeed at anything, and that is to give it everything.
I'm always motivated to speak to the people.
Sir.
Now, we had an encounter this morning. Just want everybody to know there's nothing funny about failure. But there's everything funny about success. And the reason why I say that, because people are always trying to stop you from succeeding. And now I can laugh at you because you didn't succeed.